alchemists and cycle breakers. This is Jill Kempner, angel coach, alchemist, and author of Receiving from Your Angels. 4 practices to heal your pain with angel love. This is day 20 of 30 days of courage, visibility, and angels. I decided to make it angels instead of angel medicine. It's a little shorter, easier to put on my newsletter blurb or subject line. Okay, so my intention with these 30 days was to heal perfectionism, to show up unscripted, unplanned, unpolished, and just speak from my soul, speak from my heart, and really heal the, parts of me that want to hide, heal the parts of me that think I need to be perfect and make complete sense every single sentence that comes out of my mouth so that I don't get judged, so that I don't get exiled, shamed, whatever their fears were. And I do feel it is getting a lot easier to talk and share. My ultimate goal, right, through visibility and vulnerability was to add value to your life. So I hope I'm doing that. So what came to me today as a teaching was connected with my fuel of presence. So this week, my fuel, meaning my healing intention, the energy that I want moving through my body as I move through the day, as I do what I do, is presence. And something that was so helpful for me, it was a teaching was wisdom from my teacher, and this was a while ago. So I don't know, maybe it was in the beginning of the epicycle, but one of the things she talked about was not checking out at the end of the year, right? Of course, we never want to check out, right? We always want to actually check in, which is connected with one of my cards today for presence. But staying present instead of checking out in the month of December. And I think that teaching becomes really potent in the time, in the holy days, in the time between Christmas and New Year's, whether you celebrate it or not, right? You have a choice. And your choice is, am I gonna check out and numb and buffer and distract and, oh, who cares, it's the end of the year, we'll start fresh in the new year? Or are you going to choose to stay present, not only to the gifts, but to the lessons, right? We want to be present to the blessings and the miracles, but we also want to be present to what we're here to learn, what we're here to alchemize. And that, when she talked about that and did a whole teaching on it, it really resonated with me. And I didn't realize at the time that I was checking out, that I was distracting myself and buffering and numbing and being like, oh, who cares? I'll deal with that in the new year. Or, oh my God, I don't want to look at that horrible thing that happened in, April or whenever it was. I just want to just forget about it. And that's the old us, right? That's the old paradigm. Sweep it under the rug, pretend it's not there, forget about it. But as an alchemist, as an earth angel, as an empath, we know that there is medicine in every experience, and especially in those challenging ones, those difficult ones, those traumatic ones, those painful ones. There's a gift there. So we have to show up, right? Fully present in our soul, in our heart, and in our divine connection, whatever that means to you, however you connect with the divine. For me, the angels are bridges of light. I don't worship angels. The angels are my connection to unconditional love, to a higher power, to the higher plan. That's how I see the angels, and that's how they play out in my life. So check it if you're checking out, if you're numbing, buffering, distracting. in these last days of the year when actually they're actually the most potent. And it's not only just the end of a year, it's the end of an epicycle, 9-year cycle. So there is potent medicine. There are gifts, there are blessings, there are lessons, there are miracles if we can stay present in each moment. And what do the angels say? It's not about perfection, it's about presence. Why? Because the point of power is in the present, right? Your angels are right here, right now, sending you love. So why would we not want to be present, right? And we could be, this can be a very reflective time or a deflective time. Like, oh, I don't want to look at that hard thing that happened to me. Back in February, our cat was hospitalized for 5 nights in the animal hospital with hepatic lipidosis, pancreatitis, which ended up really being from sort of undiagnosed diabetes. So all she had was diabetes, but she wasn't being treated because she wasn't diagnosed. So she ended up crashing. And then again in December. So then she went into complete remission. She healed. She was perfectly fine. She was voraciously eating. She was totally back to her normal self. We're like, oh, I guess she never really had diabetes. Apparently, she was in remission for 10 months. Never did I ever think we were going to be back in the animal hospital in the same year with the same issue. I mean, she didn't have pancreatitis. We caught it fast enough. But it was like, oh my gosh. And I realized that I didn't want to look at what happened back in February. I had a lot of parts. I felt guilty. I didn't catch the signs sooner. I mean, I had been taking her to the doctor, and I don't want to get into the details of like specifically sort of what triggered everything, because this isn't about that. But there was stuff left unalchemized, and the angel said, okay, time to keep processing, keep healing, keep learning, keep growing from that challenge. That was a challenging experience because it put us into credit card debt again. And we had been credit card debt free for a while. So I recommend pet insurance if you can do it. Now it's too late to get pet insurance for her because she has a pre-existing condition, which then I felt guilty when this happened. I was like, why didn't I get pet insurance? And everyone's like, you couldn't have gotten pet insurance once she had the condition, pre-existing condition. So anyway, why am I sharing this? Because you have the power within you. You have the presence. You have the heart. You have the connection to alchemize absolutely anything you've ever experienced. And I have the tools to show you how to do that with ease, with joy, with compassion, with the relax, release, receive process, which I'm going to be anchoring in 2026 in the Angelic Alchemist membership. So what's the Angelic Alchemist membership? So excited about this. It's something I've been thinking about and praying about for years. I knew one day I would have a membership. I didn't know what it was going to look like. And actually, I'm sort of modeling it after Kyle Gray, who has what he calls now Angels Now, where he does a monthly live Zoom workshop, touching on all the different topics. And I'm part of his group. He's one of my teachers. I love him so much. I'm so grateful for Kyle Gray and his medicine. He's opened my heart. He's opened my mind. He's opened my consciousness. He's so humble. He's so authentic. I love him. I have a lot of teachers. He's one of my favorites. He's one of my angel teachers. And so I was like, oh, I want to do that. I want to share my medicine in that way and have a membership and have all these earth angels like together, and it's finally coming together in the universal year 1, 2026. And so it's going to be a year-long sacred membership where every month you're going to receive an angelic activation, an archangel activation to help you heal your pain, to turn your pain into peace, to turn your wounds into wisdom, to turn your to alchemize the stuff and receive the gem. And I'm so honored to be able to, and I put the work in, I put the effort, I put the medicine, I live the relax, release, receive process every day. So if you're ready to show up in 2026 for yourself as your most shiny, radiant, luminous, alchemized, gem-filled self, then join us. The waitlist is open. And the founding members So was my intention. Low investment, high impact. Okay, it's $222 for 12 90-minute workshops live, and then the replay. My plan, my goal, my intention is to have them be lifetime access. So you're going to be always able to go back and connect with those activations. And I already have the first 3 months settled in my brain. I'm not sure if I'm going to follow the same. I had a download about what, the first one will be. So founding member doors open January 11th, 1/11/2026. No mistake. I purposefully chose that, through the 31st, January 30th. So you have 20 days to say yes as a founding member for $222. If you're on the fence and you want to wait and you're not sure, you can join after that from February 1st to March 1st when the temple doors open for $299. I purposefully kept this like insanely low so that it would be an easy yes. And I want you to be there. My goal for the founding members, and is it okay if I share this without being like, yeah, I don't want to be like egotistical or I want 50 founding members. That's my goal, 50. So I'd love it. I'd be tickled pink if you join us for that amazing offering. Founding members will receive a hard copy of my book. And if this resonates with you, if this is, you're like, oh, this sounds good, I want to do this, like sign up for the wait list. Then you'll get the founding members price directly to your inbox when when it opens up. Okay, I think that's everything. Today is our final Christmas celebration. My niece and nephew are coming from Wisconsin. These are my brother's kids. To celebrate Christmas. And so we're going to have a delicious meal. We're going to connect. We're going to laugh and play games. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them. And so day 20. Also, if you're not on my newsletter, go to my website, jillkempnerhealing.com. At the bottom of every page, you can sign up for my newsletter. I have been sending these in my newsletter, but not every single day. I've been kind of batching them together. And I was so proud when I sent yesterday's. It was day 16 through 19. And so I'm sort of sending them every couple of days. Okay. I love you all. See you tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Thank you for listening. And stay present, right? Don't check out. Stay present. Use the magical mantra, I'm devoted to receiving love and presence from my angels. Right? And then let yourself receive. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye.